it from half court.
Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh!
Did he bring it in? He did.
It is.
Caught! From Lynn Palmer Court on the campus of Sewickley Academy, the NFHS Network brings you PIAA basketball action. Round one of the state tournament in 2026. 2A boys action this afternoon from Sewickley, Pennsylvania, as the Sewickley Academy Panthers host the Saegertown Panthers. And welcome courtside, everybody. I am Matt Forger, joined alongside Christian Harbaugh as Sewickley, the now defending WPIAL champion, have won their conference. They win the district, and now the third item on their list is the state championship. Christian, they're trying to get back to the state championship from a season ago, and they'll meet the District 10 number 3 seed in Saegertown here this afternoon. Should be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one. You got a home game today to start off the round, and you got your first 2 goals, right, a hit in the section and then hitting the WPIAL championship. So now you're looking for the state championship, but you got to take it one game at a time.
Yeah, this can really be defined for Sewickley as a year of redemption. They came up short of the district championship in the semifinal last year. They win that. They came up short of the state championship. Can they get redemption? It starts all here this afternoon. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape on these two teams, specifically how they get here. Saegertown comes into this matchup with an overall record of 21-4, so not to be overlooked. They can't go all the way to the state championship just today, Christian. Got to take it that cliche, one game at a time.
Yeah, it's definitely one game at a time. You're at home, right? So everything's the same, just like it is, and you see the point differential here and what they're looking up and stacking against. But Sewickley, man, their defense is really good. So if Saegertown is going to be able to pull this one out today, they're going to have to score, but they're also going to have to get stops as well against Sewickley.
Yeah, you circle that 30 points against for the Sewickley Academy defense, but Sewickley's so good, but Saegertown only giving up 45. If they can keep this game low scoring, that's their best chance at pulling off the upset.
Yeah, I think it's going to have to be a tough physical game. They're going to have to grind this one out, not turn the basketball over. But for Sewickley, they're going to want to turn you over, and they're going to want their defense to generate their offense today.
Let's take a look at those keys and how do you get a win here this afternoon, Christian. We'll start with Saegertown.
Yeah, I mean, for Saegertown, again, like I just talked about, you got to break the pressure today. All right, you got to be able to not turn the basketball over. You got to be able to score, right? But you got to slow Sewickley down. You got to control the glass. You got to be tough on the glass today, be very physical. But on the Sewickley side of things, you got to get to the paint. You got to let your defense generate your offense, and you need bench production. And for their bench today, I mean, they go 10 deep. 12 deep, so which is great.
Yeah, they're capable.
Keep those guys fresh.
And that's where they've won a lot of their games, in that battle of attrition with the guys that are coming off 6, 7, 8, 9 off the bench and what they're capable of producing. It's been fun to watch all season long. Of course, the Panthers, mentioned the defending WPIAL champions. They add another rung to that banner here at Wynn Palmer Court as they secure that 6th championship in the WPIAL and look now to get the state championship. They've won 3 of them, and they will try for a 4th, and it all starts this afternoon with the Panthers of Sewickley Academy and the Panthers of Saegertown. A little cat fight on a matinee as we will turn it over to public address announcer Mark Grandinetti for our nation's national anthem and starting lineups.
We gave administration with your cooperation to promote a safe, positive game environment. And now, please rise to play our national anthem.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups after our national anthem. We'll start with the District 10 3 seed. The Saegertown Panthers put out on the floor a 6'3" senior forward, number 11, Luke Young. A 5'10" junior forward, number 13, Blake Leslie. A 6'2" senior forward, number 22, William Schaefer. A 5'10" junior guard, number 24, Levi Gardner. And a 6'4" junior forward, number 42, Jackson Scott. Saegertown is led by their head coach, Chris Greco. On the Sewickley Academy side, it's the usual suspects. It's the sophomore Drew Steele at guard, a senior Caden Battles, senior Lucas Grimsley, one of the leading scorers on this Panther squad and a 1,000-point scorer. Sophomore 6'8" Mamadou Kane, and the junior 6'8" Adam Ikimba, of course, led by Mike Izzolino in his second season at the helm of the Panthers, and of course assisted by arguably the best high school coaching staff you could assemble in the former Pitt Panther Trey Woodall, the shooting specialist Greg Sircone, and Mike Fitzgerald, all a part of the Sewickley Academy coaching staff. And they back here for one final time. Christian, you alluded to it, getting one more time on Win Palmer Court before they go to all neutral sites the rest of the way for this state tournament.
Yeah, and that's a great thing. You know, you want to protect home court and get your comfortability here still. This is where you practice every day. This is where you do your routine. But, you know, excited for this one today and see what these guys can get. But their guard play is what I'm excited to see, because if they can knock down shots today, then that helps those bigs down, you know, around the rim. And we know they can put the ball in the basket.
Saegertown did not lose a game at home this season. They were 11-0, 8-3 on the road, 2-1 in neutral sites. Panthers, of course, only loss was here at home to the defending state champion of New Jersey in the finals game of the regular season. Mamadou Kane wins the top, and we are underway from Sewickley Academy, a little Saturday matinee. Far side, it's Grimsley. Battles. Back over to Grimsley.
Got to find the middle of this zone here.
3 offline from Drew Steele. Panthers of Saegertown bring the ball up the floor. Near side wing operated Young. It's Gardner to Jackson Scott. The purple shoes to identify him. A very colorful group on the shoe side of things as Scott goes up and under and off the window. Nice move. Panthers of Saegertown take the lead.
And Saegertown trying to just move the basketball side to side, get Sewickley's defense shifted, and Scott finds his way to the rim for a lay.
Mamadou, near side wing, threw the ball out of bounds. Grimsley couldn't tighten it up. And a pretty good crowd for the visitors, Saegertown. About an hour and a half from here, about 50 minutes north of Meadville, for those of you not familiar with the area.
If you're going to come in here and pull up an upset, you're going to need your crowd to travel well, so that's good for Saegertown.
Saegertown throws this one out of bounds, a 3 off the mark, thrown up by Levi Gardner, the junior. Another look at that first points of the afternoon there from Jackson Scott, the 6'4" junior.
And Sewickley here facing his 3-2 zone, and they're going to have to move the ball side to side and find the middle of that zone, find the soft spot.
3-ball corner pocket for Grimsley, no good, off a hand of Mamadou, couldn't secure it, but it gets kicked out of bounds off the shoe of William Schaefer. Sewickley gets a break here with 6:30 to go in the opening frame.
And Sewickley's seen zone a lot this year, obviously with the 2 bigs inside. You're trying to keep it out of their hands and not let them post up and get easy ones, but force you to shoot from the outside.
Open look for Drew Steele, clangs off the rim. Mamadou sky high to get the offensive rebound. Kicks it right back outside to Steele, who returns it to Caden Battles. Back inside, Adam Ikimba, double team. On the left block, moved it back outside. 3 on the way, pure for Caden Battles.
And those are the type of daggers that Sewickley's been looking for all year. It's clean up the glass, get offensive rebound, kick out for threes.
Up the floor, Schaefer. Hands off on the left-handed dribble. Young moved it back out to Schaefer. Fed back inside. Jackson Scott, this time he missed the layup. And Mamadou Kane cleans it up. Leads it ahead to Battles and Grimsley. Returns the favor. Mamadou into the far corner.
He just moved the ball so well. Everybody touches it.
And the Kimba could not, or Mamadou Kane rather, could not on the through the lane attempt get it to go. Floater that does not fall for Gardner. And a rebound for Mamadou Kane, who fell to a knee, was able to pick it up. Escort the ball ahead to Steele. Into the corner to Grimsley. Short on the three. Sewickley 1 of 4 from three-point range to start.
And if you're Saegertown, that's what you want. You want to force them to shoot tough threes from the outside, contested, and be able to rebound, limit them to one shot.
Couple players hit the floor on their wallets. No whistles. 3 on the way from Luke Young. It's no good. Mamadou gets the board. Back up the floor. He goes coast to coast. Tips it off to Adami Kimba, who flushes it home with 2 hands.
And that's what you want to see. Some transition. Their defense leading the offense. Mamadou to and Kimba for the dunk.
Saegertown trails 5-2. Have not had a whistle here to open things up. And a takeaway there, Caden Battles. Battles up the floor, bouncing it to Grimsley on the right hand. Lucas Grimsley. And his final game here at Win Palmer Court as the senior.
And again, defense generating offense, getting a steal and getting out and running, finishing in transition.
Schaefer with it on the right hand. Near side wing operated Jackson Scott, fading away on the mid-range shot that does not go. Saegertown got the first points of this game and have now trail 7-2 on the 7-0 run by Sewickley. Looking to add to it. Steals from the far wing, a 3, and a timeout by the Panthers of Saegertown.
And that's what you like to see. Again, transition basketball, rebound by Sewickley. It leads to a corner shot by Steele there. He's a really good sharpshooter. And Sewickley, again, out in transition.
See the dunk by Kimba. And 3 by Battles on that last shot. A layup by Lucas Grimsley. And 10-0 run by the Panthers. 4 minutes just shy of 4:02 to go here in this first quarter.
Yeah, and Saegertown, they're doing a good job on offense, but they got to slow the pace down a little bit. Get the ball moving, shift it side to side. You want to wear these Sewickley Academy down so they can get in their bench a little bit. But so far, Sewickley's defense and ball pressure has been tremendous, and they've cleaned up the glass and got out in transition and been able to finish around the rim.
Mike Isolino, second season as the head coach of the Panthers. Got his team all the way to the state championship, fell just a shot shy of the title a year ago, and Rob Southall almost forced the turnover. Saegertown was able to navigate it across the timeline, just get it over in time was Gardner. Gardner on the teardrop shot that falls.
What a tough shot by Gardner there, breaking the pressure, gets a reversal, and just a spin move floater in the lane. Good touch.
Back come the Panthers. It's Mamadou Kane out to Jameer Guyton, freshly into the game, along with Rob Southall and Amari Spencer. So 3-man substitution there. Guyton fresh off the bench, and he delivers like he has all year with a pure shot in his first shot selection.
Yeah, I've been super impressed by watching Guyton all year. I mean, he's just his athletic ability, his size, but his poise on offense and the way he can shoot.
3 on the way that doesn't go for Jackson Scott. Rebound for Mamadou Kane to Southall, and now here comes Drew Steeles. Steeles to Spencer, bucket in the foul.
What a pass. Great job by Steeles there, just having his head up and the awareness to find his teammate running in stride, and Spencer never broke stride there. Good catch and finish with the contact.
So here's the senior, Amari Spencer. 55. And, you know, the words to describe Amari is unselfish. It was a starter much of the beginning part of the season, and Drew Steeles kind of worked himself into that starting role, and Spencer now comes off the bench and gives up quality minutes. And, you know, you don't see that at the high school level very much. It has become in a lot of ways a me game.
And that's what winning programs have and championship mentalities have. They're able to adjust there. You know, he's starting half the season and then going to the bench, taking a different role, but you just do your job well.
And Drew Steele's on the steal and score. Gives it a 16-4 Sewickley advantage. Around the horn to the far side wing. Young. And now Leslie. Mason Govic freshly into the game, a sophomore. Saegertown started 3 juniors and a senior. 3 from the corner doesn't go. Missed by Leslie. Putback opportunity offline. Mamadou is there underneath the basket. We come up on 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Kane back outside, catch and shoot 3 for Steeles. Rims out. Southall goes up, and he's going to get called for the foul. I thought it was a straight up opportunity there, but Rob Southall, the guilty party.
You'll take that any day, trying to be physical and athletic, just going to get the rebound, but getting some subs coming into the game.
Yeah, it's
get these guys a break.
Caden Battles back into the game, and entering the game is Connor Tull, 3-point shooting specialist, and also in a WPIL semifinal was great at turning the ball over, created a bunch of turnovers in that win over Winchester Thurston, and seeing him on the ball here, this time he'll get caught with his hand in the cookie jar, but that one-on-one defense there by Connor Tull.
Yeah, Sewickley's defense and ball pressure just one-on-one is elite status for a high school team. I mean, they're unbelievable how active they are with their hands, their feet. They move, they slide, they beat people to the spot. They force you to turn the basketball over. It's impressive.
Rimming out is Jackson Scott's attempt, and back comes Caden Battles in the Sewickley Academy Panthers. Long pass for Southall off the window for 2 more.
And again, it's all about just rim running. These guys are just finding their way to the rim, and the guards have their heads up. Great passes, good catch and finish around the rim again.
Nice drive attempt here, and another quick foul on Southall. It'll be his second. As going to the rack was Luke Young, who's one of the elder statesmen of this Saegertown squad, one of the 2 starting seniors. The other one being William Schaefer. Mentioned pretty young group otherwise, 3 juniors start. And Sewickley Academy knows a thing or two about that, with they also starting 2 seniors, 2 sophomores, and a junior. Makes you wonder, can you end up seeing some of these same teams throughout a state run when you see 2 younger teams that that are going to come back next year with most of the roster.
Yeah, you would think with, the experience and being able to put together a good resume with young talent, you can make it back, multiple years in a row.
Spencer with it on the near side wing, up top to Caden Battles. Battles to the right and Tall, and they'll call a travel.
And this time, Saegertown switching up the defense, going into a little bit of a 1-through-1 instead of a 3-2, so they extended it up high. And you see Bailey putting a lot of ball pressure on Sewickley there.
Saegertown up the floor. It's Levi Gardner, guarded by Battles. Hands it off to Govek. Sid Govek, the sophomore, here to the near side wing one more time. Down low baseline, up and under for Jackson Scott.
And that was all because of the great pass by Gardner. Good poise. Sewickley with the high hedge on the wing ball screen and just threaded the needle.
Battles, navigates, jumps into the lane, outside for Tull for 3. Off the rim, no good. Tries to chase down his own rebound. He does. Gets it back outside, resets the offense. Battles back inside through the trees and got some bark on the way through there, and he'll go to the line on the foul.
What a great job by Battles to get some penetration after the ball swung and get into the paint. And we talked about it at the beginning, paint touches, and what a kick out to Tull. And Tull just hustling to get his missed 3, but doesn't come up with it. But who does? Battles draws a foul here.
First shot for Caden is up and good. Caden Battles, senior on this squad. Great family lineage. Uncle Mike, star at Moon, both at football and basketball. Long pass here to end the quarter. And that's the way 8 minutes comes to a close. The Panthers of Sewickley Academy 20, the Panthers of Saegertown 8. First quarter in the books. And we'll come back with more of this cat fight on a matinee Saturday in Sewickley on the NFHS Network.
When you fire up Big Ten Plus, you get more game, nonstop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights. More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once, so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
At Laway, we understand the power of personalization. From hats to water bottles, our expert services include screen printing, embroidery, and a variety of promotional items. We also specialize in team sports gear. What truly sets Laway apart is our dedicated design team, including our talented on-staff graphic designers and exponential customer service. Choose Laway to make a lasting impression on and off the field.
We're back to Sewickley on a Saturday afternoon, the PIAA basketball playoffs. Back with Christian Harbaugh, Matt Fargo with you, our JRM video production crew. Bringing you this one. First round action of the state tournament as we flip the calendar to March and let the madness ensue.
No better time than March. This is what we live for.
Shot off the mark to start the quarter by Gardner. Back comes the Panthers of Sewickley. We got a battle of Panthers here. Corner 3 from Mamadou Kane.
And that's the stuff that makes him elite. Not only can he finish around the rim and great rebounder, but stepping out and being able to show his abilities and skill to knock down a 3.
It makes you a power 4 player pretty
Yeah.
quickly if you could continue to do that consistently.
And just with his size and physicality at his age.
And just a sophomore. Got another 2 years. And Panther red and white. And a travel going to be called on Gardner. Mike Izzolino on the assist on that one. Yelled it out to the official before even the whistle was blown, but it was. Sewickley Academy cheerleaders liking what they see so far. 23-8 advantage. Of course, their season continues on. Of course, we always pay attention to the basketball on the floor, but cheerleader season gets to continue on with them.
Yeah, which is great, and they love it too, and cheering on the team every game and, putting in the work too and getting their families to be able to get to see them out here too.
Grimsley wants a far wing 3 on the train by Lucas Grimsley.
They love that right corner today.
Top of the key, Gardner fouled. Thought it might got him on the travel again, but
I thought they were going to get to travel first, but I think they thought Grimsley, as he overran the closeout, but he kind of grabbed him with his off arm.
first foul on Grimsley, second foul on Sewickley here in the quarter. So something to keep an eye out with just a minute gone by. Scott. It's Gardner. Ball gets popped up into the air, taken away by Lucas Grimsley, and here comes Drew Steele, and now Kracian into the game. Eric Kracian missing the shot for the baseline. And he's just an elite freshman, the amount of skill that he has for how young he is.
Yeah, you can just tell, look at his size and ability, and only in 9th grade, and what a good shot fake and move there. Just didn't get the finish.
There he gets a steal on cue. And Kracian lays it up and in. A little touch of the rim there for the freshman, and a stand-up from his teammates on the bench.
Nice easy dunk there. Didn't try to cock it back and jam it hard, make sure he makes it.
Thought we were going to get that one coming into your living room.
Little step back, there you go. Right there, Drew, move up, Drew, move up, Drew. You got the trap right there. Get a trap, yes sir, yes sir.
Errant throw out of bounds, Sewickley ball.
That diamond press has gave teams trouble all year. And I mean, just their length and the way they play it and their discipline to be in the right spots at the right time and know when to trap, know when not to trap. And that time just baited him to throw a ball out of bounds.
Inbound goes to Grimsley and down to Kratian. He wants to triple off the front of the rim. Board to Young. Young in transition gets it to Scott. Scott fading away off the front of the rim. Kratian cleans it up on the rebound and down to Steele, who gets it into the corner for a three. Pure three ball, corner pocket, Mamadou King.
And Kane shooting it well right now, and his teammates just finding him again. Drew Steele in transition. Great pass, good finish.
Oh, way open look, wide open for Masick Govic. Gets a three, and you know, Mamadou Kane had 6 points in there from 2 threes.
Yeah.
He has no points in the paint as the 6'8" 4.
Yeah, sometimes you don't see that much, but that's what makes him a special player, to be able to step out and have his feet set and be able to shoot the basketball with that kind of size.
Grimsley travel. Battles will come back in for the Panthers of Sewickley Academy, and Saegertown wants a timeout, the full one at 5:07. 31-11. Sewickley Academy leads Saegertown. The winner of this game will play the winner of Bishop McCourt and Port Allegheny going on right now as we take a look at some of those highlights from this second quarter of play. But Bishop McCourt is really a perennial state contender. And potential, they would be the favorite. Sewickley and McCourt could be the teams to meet in the next round if all goes as it is now.
Yeah, and you talk about travel then, right? And going to a neutral site. And for Sewickley, got to get on a bus and go somewhere and be able to gear up and have the same mentality that you have at your home court. But the way that these guys play and the way they're coached and their coaching staff is terrific. And, you know, their ability to run 12 guys out on the court is just impressive. And you can see right now just the pace that they're playing at is so fast-paced. Get out in transition. Defense is elite. And it's hard for Saegertown to score around the rim here. And as you can see, that's why they only have 11 points right now.
See Mike Isolino, head coach of the Panthers. Of course, former assistant at Robert Morris University. Played in the NBA and overseas professionally, and great resume, and now using all of his talents and treasure to affect the next generation here at the high school level.
Yeah, which is amazing, and he's did a terrific job coming in here just 1 year, and now in his second year, and looking for this state title.
Giveth and taketh away there at center court. One turnover deserved another. Saegertown got the ball right back after turning it over. Gardner, and that's Everett Gardner, the younger brother of Levi.
And you can just see the pressure. I mean, look where they're picking him up here. They're picking him up, 5 feet to 8 feet away from the three-point line. And then how do you get into your offense at that point in time?
And you can't replicate it because you don't play a lot of teams that are comfortable and have, going back to the attrition thing, have the bench to be able to play that style an entire game.
Right.
It's tough.
When you're leading up to this game, too, trying to prep for this game, you don't even have the guys and the numbers to play that kind of style in practice for a couple days.
How about Lucas Grimsley hitting another triple and got the shooter's bounce on that one, falling into the cylinder.
And that's what makes them more of a weapon. Their guards can shoot from the outside, but you got those bigs in the inside that can score around the interior.
Back outside, 3-ball, Everett Gardner, no. Board pulled down by Drew Steele and pushed up ahead. Steele through everybody, through the gauntlet for Drew Steele.
What an impressive play there. I mean, great box out down here, be able to go up and get it with 2 hands, and then just to wiggle his way all the way through that defense and jump stop off 2 feet and just explode back up to the rim, kiss it off the glass.
And almost got the turnover. Another look here.
It's just skill, his ability, and just great body control there, and takes a contact and finish. He's very impressive.
And another errant pass on an inbound. It's the second time Saegertown has turned the ball over on an inbounds play. As Rob Southall back into the lineup for Sewickley as Ikimba gets a breather.
When you have Ikimba on the ball like that too, I mean, imagine that length. I mean, 6'8", and then when he puts his hands up, his wingspan about 7'2". It's hard to get inbound the basketball over top of that. I mean, where do you, like you talked about, where do you replicate that? You got to get a 6'9" guy off the street to come into your practice. Yeah, those two. It's unbelievable.
Good ball movement here by the Panthers of Sewickley Academy, but they're throwing it away. Taken away by William Schaefer. And a jump ball called. Arrow goes to the Panthers.
And Southall there just missed Kane. He was wide open at first. They were going back and forth, passing that ball around the perimeter. And you can hear the coaching staff yell, dive, dive, but just missed him. It was too late.
Steals. Spencer down to Southall, out of bounds off the Panthers. No, off the, yes, actually. It's the Saegertown Panthers.
Yeah, you can't be wrong there.
Jameer Guyton back into the game for the Panthers as well. Sewickley and back into the corner.
Just swing it around the perimeter, 2-1-2. You got the guy in the middle, and that's Southall moving around.
Ball loose and taken away. Jackson Scott, right place, right time, turnover.
You just got to look to shoot from the perimeter at that point in time.
Steals, true to his name, another one. Long pass to get it to Mamadou Kane. Mamadou foul line extended back outside. Drew Steele's pure from downtown.
And he missed Steele's because he put the ball on the deck, and Steele said, it's okay. I'll still make the shot with the defender in my face, too.
Steele's has 10 points and almost got another steal on that one. Saegertown able to control the possession. Gardner, guarded by Guyton, bouncing into traffic and a foul. Tull and Krasian will check in here for Sewickley. Mamadou Kane picks up the foul, just his first foul. Fouled out of the Whitfield Championship game against Jeanette. The Panthers got revenge on the Jayhawks, the team that eliminated them from the WPIL playoffs a season ago in the semifinals and won by 20 in that game. And it's odd, the complaints. There were no complaints last year when they won, but strange, a travel called there on the before the shot, so Saegertown turns the ball over. But yeah, it was interesting to me. No one complained last year when Jeanette beat Sewickley, but the complaints were a lot louder this time around.
Yeah, when you win, you know, less complaining there. You're happy. Winning solves a lot, but, you know, when you take an L, it hurts and runs deep, and you're looking for a little bit of excuses sometimes, and that's unfortunate.
Tull missed the three there, but Sewickley able to get the second opportunity. Krasian. Minute 15 to go here in the first half. Krasian wide open and drains it, does the freshman.
It's so impressive, their patience and just how the ball moves, and everybody gets a touch and the ball swings around, get the defense shifted. And the freshman, again, deep range too as well, a couple feet off the line.
Scott fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line.
And just, as you can see there, just stepping right into it. Great pass right in the pocket.
Yeah, and think everybody's looking forward to that, if it could happen, the rematch between Sewickley and Jeanette. But let's check in on the game that's more important. Would be the winner of this game playing the winner of Bishop McCourt and Port Allegheny. And Bishop McCourt leads 24-20 in our NFHS Network check-in. So the Crushers hosting Port Allegheny in a 2-point game at about the same point of the game, coming up on the minute 25 mark of that first half. So Crushers in a close one. We'll keep an eye out on that game. Thanks to the Crushers Sports Network for keeping an eye on that one.
And the difference you see there is they're playing in a tight game, and here you got a little bit of a comfortable lead.
Yes.
And you know, after this half, maybe you can rest some of your guys, and those guys are going to grind it out over there. So,
well, and that's kind of the funny thing, Christian, is like the resting of guys, there's really not much of it because you're going so deep onto your bench that there really isn't, you don't see as much of that as you would at other levels or other teams. But yeah, in terms of keeping an eye on things, it's certainly something that they're used to doing here, and the way the points of the point margins this year have been pretty wide here at home, especially. 42-12, a lead for Sewickley. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Southall lost it out of bounds. Saegertown 21-4 on the season. Their loss to Cochranton, 61-54 loss. Then they won in the third place game, 66-60. And in some traffic, they were able to get it out to the far wing. Doesn't fall for Leslie. 25 seconds, and we overhear Mike Isolino saying playing for one shot with a 30-point advantage, trying to go to the locker room with maybe a couple more.
Yeah, they're going to run a set play here. Try to see what they can get with 15 seconds on the clock. You see a lot of movement, getting the ball screen.
Whistle went down to Southall. And a foul on Saegertown. Leslie gets called for it, his first, just the first one against Saegertown of this quarter. Sewickley has 4, so it looks like they're going to avoid ever sending Saegertown to the line. Guyton on the inbounds play, it rims out. Saegertown does get the rebound, and a long heave by Young is short. And 16 minutes comes to a close with a 30-point advantage for the boys wearing red and black. 42-12 over the Saegertown Panthers here in the first round of the PIAA 2A basketball playoffs. When we come back, first half highlights, Christian breaks it all down, and we get you ready for the next 16 minutes. And we'll keep an eye on that McCourt and Port Allegheny game as well, as we bring you, that game is tied at 24 as of now, so still a lot to figure out on that side of things on who could potentially play the Panthers if they can hold this 30-point advantage in the next 16 minutes. You are watching live coverage of the PIAA basketball state playoffs right here on your home for playoff basketball, the NFHS Network.
When you fire up Big Ten Plus, you get more game, nonstop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories. Unstoppable. More highlights. More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once, so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
That's the power of Bowser.
You're always on the winning team with the power of Bowser, the official car dealer of the WPIAL. Visit powerofbowser.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to find your perfect vehicle. Get the absolute best price and the best car buying experience around. See the full lineup at powerofbowser.com. Powerofbowser.com, where the power of Bowser is yours.
At Loewe, we understand the power of personalization. From hats to water bottles, our expert services include screen printing, embroidery, and a variety of promotional items. We also specialize in team sports gear. What truly sets Loewe apart is our dedicated design team, including our talented on-staff graphic designers and exponential customer service. Choose Loewe to make a lasting impression on and off the field.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage,
Yes,
man?
sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Baker's Waterproofing is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
When you fire up Big Ten Plus, you get more game, nonstop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights. More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once, so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
Stay connected with all the action. Follow JRM Sports on X, Instagram, and YouTube. Get the latest highlights, exclusive content, and behind-the-scenes moments from your favorite sports. Don't miss a second. Follow us today.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Big Ten Plus. Get 3 months of Big Ten Plus for only $4.99 per month. Scan the QR code or go to big10plus.com and enter NFHS when selecting a monthly pass at checkout.
And we're back to Sewickley Academy halftime here at Wim Palmer Court on the campus of Sewickley Academy, and the Panthers lead at 42-12. Back with Christian Harbaugh. Matt Fargo with you as we take a look at some first half highlights. It was all Panthers of Sewickley, Christian.
And Sewickley just got out running right from the tip, and they were just doing a great job on defense. The ball pressure out on the perimeter, being able to deter shots at the rim and rebound the basketball, limit Saegertown to 1 shot and 1 opportunity, and then just getting out in transition and being able to finish at the rim, ball ahead. The guards have been impressive, and also the bigs running the floor, doing a great job at finishing around the rim. But Sewickley just super impressive in his first half, shot it very well from the outside, as you can see there. Kane knocking down a couple threes. You got Steele knocking down a few threes, but the ball movement's been super impressive, and looking for a big second half here, for as long as these guys will stay in the basketball game.
Yeah, you talk about what Mamadou Kane was able to do on the outside this afternoon and showing his prowess both inside the paint. We know what he can do inside, showing what he can do outside. And also, I'm starting to feel like, and you see a bunch of highlights here from that guy, Drew Steele. He seems like just a sophomore. He took over the state championship a year ago. He's worked his way into the starting lineup this season. Drew Steele could be the steal of some college coach once he continues to get on radars across Western Pennsylvania and beyond, because I think he has it all.
Yeah, he's definitely a scholarship talent, and he's terrific. He puts in the work. I've seen him around a couple times, seen him play, obviously, seen him when he was in 8th grade working out a little bit, but super impressive. Got a great body, great build. He's super strong, physical, but knows the game really well, can handle it, super skilled and athletic. But it's been impressive to see him operate and run this team on the offensive end and the defensive end. He's been terrific tonight, just being super active on defense, and that's led to a great game on the offensive end for him.
And on the other side for Saegertown, they're going to try to climb out of a 30-point hole. And for as much as Sewickley has done and executed, Saegertown has not put their best foot forward in a couple times. Mainly the inbound turnovers have really created more opportunities for Sewickley, and they don't need you to help them in that department.
Yeah, they haven't been able to take care of the basketball, and it's led to stuff like this that we're seeing now. Transition game for Sewickley.
Yeah, missed shot there, but then an errant pass to the other side, so Jackson Scott gets it right back. 3 from the wing. That doesn't fall for Levi Gardner. Battles behind the D and lays it up and in with the English roll on the right hand for Caden Battles.
Well, what a tough finish by Battles there out in transition. And here again, creating a steal and a turnover.
Battles to Grimsley to Ikemba. Tic-tac-toe to get 2.
They're just so unselfish, too. They moved the basketball. It was almost like in that first half, too. They were passing up some shots just to get their teammates better looks.
Shot missed by Jackson Scott. Had an open look there, just couldn't make it fall. And Drew Steele crosses to Battles. To Mamadou. He gets 2 more. Mamadou's first points in the paint of the afternoon. He has 8 points today. And, teams are a little bit surprised when you look at the scoring as you see that finish from earlier. But you look, Drew Steele has 10. Lucas Grimsley has 8. Mamadou has 8. It is, and as often is, spread out. Caden Battles has 7. It is so spread out, and that it's so hard to watch film and go, who do we look after?
Yeah, it's a super unselfish team and really well coached, and they just do things for their teammates, and they also just play their game, right? And they do their job. But what's most impressive, and you're talking about it, is going on this state run is any given night, it can be anybody producing for them, which is very impressive. Or you can get a night like tonight where they're going to have multiple people in double figures.
Over to Grimsley, yes. 3 more from the corner.
And when you're shooting it that well, it's very hard to beat the Sewickley Panthers. And for Saegertown, if you're going to come in here and get an upset, you are going to have to shoot it well and not turn the basketball over. And unfortunately for them tonight, they haven't shot it well, and they have turned the basketball over. And it's led to Sewickley being able to put up some points.
Activity, yo, activity. Stay there, Adam. Don't
That
come
foul,
up. Come up.
the second one on Grimsley. Third one on Sewickley here in the quarter. 5 minutes to go in the third. Sewickley in control of this one, and up and fouled is Luke Young. He'll go to the line. And the foul goes against Grimsley, and he'll pick up a third. Other games in the tournament involving WPIAL teams. The Jeanette Jayhawks, the 2 seed, runners-up from the WPIAL, play Northern Cambria. That game tipped off at 1 o'clock. The Our Lady of the Sacred Heart Chargers playing Conemaugh Township. Sewickley beating them in the semifinals. That game at Olsh coming up at 3:30 this afternoon. Just across the bridge. Grimsley spinning in trouble, and fouled is Mamadou Kane. And Winchester Thurston, the 8 seed out of the WPIL, playing Mercyhurst Prep this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Clarendon, the District 7 4 seed, is playing Cochrington, a team that beat this Saegertown team. Bucket in the foul for Adam Ikimba. And I missed one, and that's Eden Christian. I actually missed 2. Eden Christian is playing McConnellsburg. That game's at 1 o'clock at McConnellsburg. And the 7 seed out of District 7 is actually playing in the other side of the bracket. Neshannock is playing United, and that would mean if Neshannock would go on an improbable run, it could be an all-District 7 state championship.
That would be incredible if that was to happen. And you never know. Neshannock, I've watched them play a couple times this year, obviously.
They're capable.
They're very capable. They have some good depth over there. They shoot the basketball well, and they're tough and they're physical as well. Good defense, scrappy team.
54-12. 2 points there converted by Gardner. And in the lane, Luke Young gets 2 more.
And that time, they were able to set a good screen, and Young got a clean look at the rim.
Takeaway there for Jackson Scott. Shuffling the feet there was Gardner, and got the ooze, thought of travel maybe, but ball don't lie, and out of bounds Sewickley basketball here. Chris Greco, the head coach for Saegertown, you saw there. It's Cracion, Southall, Guyton, Tall, and Spencer. None of these players out here start, and they have a starting lineup quality play there. Tall's 3 is offline. Again, Panthers get an offensive board, and they're able to reset.
And that's the thing. That's why it's tough to beat them, because they just work the glass so well, and they get second and third chance opportunities, and they end up, you know, you like your chances if you're going to get 3 shots at the rim on one trip.
Kracian, step inside the arc, rattles home for the freshman.
His game's impressive. He's got great shot ability, good footwork, good patience, good poise, high IQ.
He has 7 today. 3 on the way and airballed by Gardner, Levi Gardner. Everett Gardner back into the lineup. Running clock territory here in this opening round of the state playoffs. Sewickley will move up to 4A next year voluntarily before the competition formula or anything would force them up. They, in the spirit of the game, moving up, wanting tougher competition. Bucket and the foul. Good segment there for Luke Young, and he'll go to the line for a 3-point play.
That was a tough finish by Young here. In traffic, as you can see, takes a bump in physicality there, and got a second defender from Sewickley coming in there late to try to block the shot, but great finish. Good poise by Young.
Luke Young trying to convert the 3-point play here. He has 6 points on the day. Make it 7. 56-17. We're just talking about Panthers' intent to play in 4A next season. 3 from Tall, back iron. Put back, Guyton recycles.
And there's Guyton again. Grabs the rebound high with 2 hands and just comes down on the floor, patience, and then goes right back up and finishes over the rim.
Steal by Guyton. Jameer up and fouled. Oh, tough hack there. Almost a good play there. If you're going to foul for Luke Young, you make sure he doesn't make the shot.
Yeah,
and he did make sure of that.
Those guys were like, we're not going to let Guyton dunk this basketball. He was gathering, looking like he was going to go up for it. A tough physical foul, hard foul there. Good to see him get up okay.
Here's another one in Jameer Guyton, just a sophomore and so capable, unselfish play. Probably would be starting in a lot of teams in 2A as a sophomore, but
yeah, I think a lot of these guys would be starting for most teams. And when you talk about them going to 4A and just their experience so far the last 2 years since Coach has got here and the run that they have been on, and you're talking about their youth, I mean, they're going to be pretty tough in 4A as well next year. They're going to be one of the top teams, you know, obviously probably looked at as being one of the teams to pick to win it again. So it's going to be impressive.
Just 3 seniors on this Sewickley Academy squad. Caden Battles, Amari Spencer, Lucas Grimsley, the only seniors that will graduate in 2026. Shot
Billy,
off the
slow
mark
down.
there
One
for
shot,
Luke Young.
One shot, Billy, 1 shot.
25 seconds to go. Coach wants one more shot here in the third.
Penetrating gap, penetrating gap. Rob, don't set a ball screen. Ready, go set.
And they just need to penetrate there. And you can hear Coach yelling, but just swing the basketball and get some penetration, then you'll get the defense to collapse and you can swing the basketball and have a wide open look.
There's a block, and they're going to call a foul on Tall here. A little bit of a late call there, right as the buzzer was going to go off to end the third.
Foul on Hunter Tall for Sewickley.
And a 0.6 seconds left.
Mason Joseph, 2-2.
Govic. They're talking about, because of the running clock, the it should run out because of the running clock. They would end up expiring anyway. So they are going to have this shot here by Govic and then end the quarter. Mason converts his, and then that's the end of the third. 59-19 at the end of 3 here from Win Palmer Court. We come back with the fourth here on the NFHS Network.
Growing up at Sewickley Academy, every single step is a giant leap towards extraordinary, where students are excited about school and develop a love for learning. Our early childhood students begin their adventure here in a world of discovery and wonder, building, creating, and stretching their imaginations, sharing curiosities, and kindness. We help each child with routines that build self-confidence. We lean into learning through exploration, allowing time to observe, question, and reflect. Through personalized attention, we see firsthand what excites them to learn and create lessons from the things they're most interested in, exploring new vocabulary to help communicate thoughts, developing math skills to problem solve, and even discovering talents and passions. Many steps are taken each day, and we make
And we're back, fourth quarter, 59-19. Sewickley has the advantage over Saegertown with Christian Harbaugh, Matt Fargo, our JRM video production crew. Drew Steele and the Panthers with the basketball. Mamadou out to Battles. Starting lineup on the floor here for Sewickley to start this fourth. And it's Grimsley with another three. Could that be the last of his career here on his home floor?
Just super pure shot. I mean, contested, hand in his face, and just never wavers.
Deep three, Levi Gardner. Can't get it.
Yo, easy, slow down. Mama, just slow down.
Kane slows it down, courtesy of the encouragement from coach on that one.
Yeah, you just want to work the basketball here, see what you can get, get a good shot. Got to get some penetration to this zone and get the ball swung.
Mamadou in the lane, moved it outside to the wing for a three, and Grimsley pops that one out. He was trying to add to his ledger. 1,000-point scorer earlier this season.
No shot, no corner. Take the ball. Who's got the ball?
Gardner
Take it, Caden.
to Scott.
Good.
Now to Schaefer.
Get there, Mamadou.
Three from the wing. Pops out there for Everett Gardner.
Stay space, Mamadou. Stay space.
There's Sewickley going a little bit of 2-3 zone and just working on their zone defense here. With this state run coming up, might have to use the change defenses and use the 2-3 at some point in time. So it's good to work on it right now with the way the game is in the score.
Young back in for Saegertown. Mentioned they were very successful this season. They just 4 losses coming into this afternoon, 21-4. Mamadou Kane, no, and a foul, and it will be a foul on Mamadou. They lost to Rocky Grove, their first loss of the season, lost to Mercyhurst Prep, lost to Northwestern, and then lost to Cochranton. 4 losses.
One guy on the ball. One guy on the ball, bro.
Young back outside to Scott, back in. Bounce pass to get it over to Young, and Young loses the ball out of bounds. And a wholesale line change here for Sewickley. And could that be it for some of these seniors in Battles and Grimsley here on Win Palmer Court? You know, you make a big deal out of senior day and then get to play your first WPIAL playoff game here on home floor, and you advance to the state tournament, you know that you're going to get one more game, and This is the meaningful one, right?
Yeah, this is always the fun part too, right? You enjoy your senior day and you get super emotional, but then to be able to work and get back here and play here a couple more times for Whitfield and state playoffs is impressive and great.
How about that shot by Jackson Scott? 62-22. 4:20 to go in regulation. Tall, bouncing to the right side and lost out of bounds to Gardner. So Sewickley maintains possession. Clock winds down here. Schaefer checks out. Up and fouled there. Hello? Apologize, having some technical difficulties as Rob Southall is at the line. Good on the second.
I'm excited to see Southall these next couple years. I mean, great size as well. Him and Guyton both are just impressive.
Up and fouled. Shots coming here for Luke Young. 3:20 to go.
And now you're just trying to finish this game and be disciplined if you're Sewickley and not send Saegertown to the line too much. Go straight up. These guys getting a little bit of burn here at the end. Opportunity to keep getting experience and keep moving the basketball on the offensive end, but also working on their defense.
Luke Young converts at the line, 9 points today. Saegertown takes a timeout.
Next week at a site and time to be determined.
McCourt and Port Allegheny. Looks like Bishop McCourt has pulled away in that game, so kind of foreshadowing a battle between Bishop McCourt and Sewickley Academy in the second round, which will be Wednesday, March 11th, site and time to be determined. That's when the neutral sites begin. Imagine Jeanette's taking care of business. Man, would that be fun?
Yeah, that's what you're looking for, and I'm
We're
sure
allowed
that's
to
what,
look ahead, right?
Yeah, that's what Jeanette's looking at. And they definitely circled that game on that bracket.
Loose basketball and timeout being asked for and granted. That's the freshman saying timeout, timeout, timeout.
And just high IQ. And that's credit to the coaching staff and being around these players and coaches every day. But like you talked about, just looking a little bit ahead in the bracket. But a lot of those guys are circling Sewickley Academy and hoping that they can get back. Jeanette, Olsh, maybe even Clairton. Let's see if they can get another chance to upset the Sewickley Academy Panthers.
Yeah, it looks like Jeanette's coasting right now. Up considerably over Northern Cambria. Mentioned Olshid Comon Township play at 3:30. Winchester Thurston and Mercyhurst Prep. That game's underway, and that's an interesting one. Winchester Thurston is the 8 seed out of the WPIAL, playing the District 10 champion, Mercyhurst Prep. Of course, the team that Cochrington fell to in the championship game.
Bring it over here.
Cochranton, of course, eliminating Saegertown from their district playoffs. 3 for Spencer, no. Rebound Southall and a whistle as he was trying to throw that one back into play. Stepped out of bounds. Under 3 minutes to play in this one.
The movement was great, though. Guyton just flashing to the high post and being strong with the basketball. Good cross-court pass over there to Spencer. Just couldn't knock it down.
That one misses for Young. Rebound for the Panthers. Guyton up the floor. Gratian. Drives, stops, kicks to Spencer. Spencer's going to the rack. Strong bucket and the foul for Amari Spencer. And if that's his last bucket as a senior on his home floor, that one will live in the highlight reel and his lore here at Sewickley Academy.
That's what you want. That's how you want to walk off this court with a W, and then also being able to finish your last basket. So we'll see with 2 minutes to go, but good strong take by Spencer. Through the contact and layup.
Big crowd on hand for Saegertown. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, and they're applauding their starters who just came off the floor, or a couple of them anyway. Southall picks up a quick foul there, and we're under 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, and for Saegertown, just a tough draw, you know.
Yeah.
Win 21 games, and then you got to come into Sewickley and take that ride and play in this tough environment and atmosphere against these really good Sewickley Academy Panthers.
Yeah, I think it's the best way to say it is it's a tough draw, and once you get into the state tournament and you don't win your district, that's where typically the discrepancy ends up coming. And Jeanette, as the two seed out of the district, they're playing at District 6 3 seed, but then everybody else is either playing a champion or a runner-up in their district. So that's kind of how it goes.
Makes it tough.
Yeah.
You know, you definitely got to win your district, and that's where it matters. You always want an opportunity and a chance to get to the state playoffs, but if you do your work early, that sets you up with some success in the state playoffs.
So steal there for Saegertown, a minute to go. Leslie, top of the key. Grayson Burchill, a freshman, into the game for Saegertown. And ball lost out of bounds. Sewickley possession, 35 seconds to go. Clock still moving here. Sewickley to improve to 26-1 on the season, undefeated in the state of Pennsylvania. The last time they lost a game in Pennsylvania was the state championship almost a year ago. And how fitting could it be to get all the way back and know that you haven't lost since then?
Yeah, you know that's the goal. They're just taking it one game at a time, but they handled business today and did what they're supposed to do on their home court in the opening round of the state playoffs.
65-25, your final. Sewickley Academy advances to round 2 of the PIAA state playoffs. It is the Sweet 16. The Panthers advance to in 2A with a 65-25 victory over Saegertown this afternoon in the final game of this 25-26 campaign here at the friendly confines of the Win Palmer Court on Sewickley Academy's campus. And now the Panthers look ahead to be road warriors and try to get back to that state championship in the sweetest place on earth, Chocolate Town, USA, the Giant Center in Hershey, in just 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, they want their revenge, and now they get to enjoy this win, but, you know, take maybe a day off tomorrow, but then prep and get ready for Wednesday's game, and you got to take it a day at a time, getting back in the lab, watch the film, go over the scouting report, and then put the preparation on the court, going into Wednesday.
Final look here, NFHS Network check-in. Bishop McDevitt leading Port Allegheny with 5 minutes to go by 9. So not all said and done, but McCourt does have the advantage in that one. So likely the Crushers over Port Allegheny, unless Port Allegheny can pull off the upset there in that District 6 runner-up in McCourt and the District 9 3-seed in Port Allegheny. But, Christian, it was a pleasure. Thanks for hopping on.
This was awesome. Thank you for the experience, and I'm looking forward to doing it again.
Christian Harbaugh for Matt Stanciola, our director, twisting all the right knobs, making us look good, and Jake Mislivchik, of course, our fearless leader and producer at JRM Video Productions. Matt Fargo saying thanks so much for watching this presentation of the PIAA Basketball State Playoffs in the Sewickley Academy Panthers victorious this afternoon, 65-25. Until Wednesday, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend, and thanks for watching the NFHS Network.